Hello. Today I will be talking about Karabakh. Karabakh is the location of Karabakh is in Caucasus region, is in Azerbaijan, and in my first and second video I talk about the history of Karabakh, and this is part three, and I will be talking about more information about Karabakh, the cities, the conflict. The history of the conflict and more information about Karabakh. So I would like to start the city in Karabakh. This picture is the city named Agdam. Agdam before 1994, it was a very beautiful city. More than 60,000 people used to live in this city. It was the cultural center of Karabakh, but unfortunately when the war started in 1991 and it ended 1994. During these years, in 3 years, unfortunately the city was 100% destroyed. As you can see, the city has only remnants of the buildings, and nobody lives in this region since 1994. More than 95% of the population was Azeri people. They used to live here, and during the war they ran away or they were killed by Armenian. Armenia, after 1994, they didn't build the city. This was a border area uh, between Azerbaijan and Armenia. They didn't build any cities, buildings, anything. The only thing they did, unfortunately, they mined more than 1 million mines still is in this region. Every day we hear many innocent people die because of this mining. In these pictures you can see around 1900 Azeri business people together in Yerevan. In 1897, most of the people I can say was Azeri people here. According to the population, 42.6% of the population of Yerevan was Azeri population. 43% of the people, they were Armenians. They used to live together. They didn't have much big conflict, but unfortunately in 1900s, early 1900s, when the region was controlled by Soviet Union, slowly the conflict started. For more than 600 years, Armenians and Azeri population and Turkish population, they used to live peacefully. But unfortunately, when the Soviet Union wanted to control these areas, wanted to build their empire, the conflict started. This is the location of Karabakh. In Russian is Nagorno-Karabakh. In Azeri language is Karabakh. Karabakh means black garden. Nagorno means mountainous. Mountainous black garden. That's the translation of the region. As you see, many Azeri people used to live in many Azeri people used to live in Yerevan in early 1900s. In 1940s, 1950s, 100,000 Azeri people they moved from Armenia to Azerbaijan. In 1980s, more than 200,000 Azeri people they were expelled from Armenia. And finally, the brown area, as you can see, more than 700,000 Azeris, they were expelled from Karabakh. And this is the brown area, is Karabakh. They were expelled from there and they moved to, most of them, they moved to Baku. On the right side of the slide, you can see the people are trying to clean mines. Every area of this region, you can see a lot of mines. So another map, this area after 1994, as you can see, Agdam. Agdam is the city of Azerbaijan, but it was controlled by Armenia more than 30 years. If you remember the first picture I showed, it is from this city. This area, Kelbecer, Lachin, Kubatlı, Zengilan, Cebrail, Fuzuli, these were the all Azeri populated areas. Hocalı, also Hocavent, Shusha, Hadrut, many Azeri people, they used to live there. But currently, the red areas are 100% of the population are Armenians. Azeri people, they cannot enter these regions. There are Russian peacekeepers are here. They are controlling the peace. It's hard because internationally recognized territory of Karabakh is under Azerbaijan territory. So Lachin, as you can see, is a very important corridor between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Many Armenians, they used to use this road because this is the only connection from Armenia to Karabakh. But now there is a border, Azeri border. If any Armenians they want to pass, they have to cross the Azeri border. Why they built this border? Because after 2020 war, many Armenians they sent arms, guns to Karabakh because Karabakh is getting ready to fight back to Azerbaijan because they want to gain their territory again. During First Karabakh War, of course, I mentioned about more than 700,000 Azeri people moved from Karabakh to Azerbaijan. But during this process, especially in 1992, the war was intense. Many people were killed, especially children and females. And Hocalı is a city in the center of Karabakh. Most of the people were Azeri people in this region. The population of Hocalı was 7,000 in 1992. But unfortunately, when the war started, many people ran away. And this was one of the bloodiest and most controversial incidents of the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan. First, Armenia controlled all the roads going to Hocalı. Then they cut connection with, because there used to be a airport. They controlled the airport, all the roads. They cut the connection between Azerbaijan and Hocalı. And only 613 people left, and the other people ran away. And those peoples, unfortunately, they were killed by Armenians, including little children, women, and males. Armenian forces took over the town of Hocalı in Karabakh on February 26, after battering it with heavy artillery and tanks, and assisted by an infantry regiment, by planes, by helicopters, and the whole population was killed by Armenians.